If your FAFSA verification packet just got kicked back, there's a good chance you made the same mistake thousands of families make every year. You ordered the wrong IRS transcript. Not because you weren't paying attention, because the two documents look almost identical on the IRS website, and nothing on the page tells you which one the financial aid office actually needs. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which transcript to request, exactly where to request it, and how to get it in front of your school before your aid disbursement deadline slips past you. And there's one specific thing I want to get to near the end. The reason most families who fix this still get delayed a second time, so stay with me. This is especially relevant right now because we're in the middle of the 2026-27 aid year, and schools verifying your FAFSA are looking at your 2024 tax return data. That's the year that matters. If you filed a 2024 return and you're trying to satisfy IRS Transcript FAFSA verification requirements, you need to make sure you're pulling the right document for that specific tax year. I'll walk you through it step by step. Meet Diane, mid-50s, organized, professional, the kind of person who reads instructions twice before she starts anything. Her husband was laid off from his regional logistics firm in early 2025, and their 2024 tax return reflects a dramatically lower household income than what the college was seeing from prior year data. That's actually a strong position for an appeal. But before any appeal could move forward, Diane's school sent her a verification request. She went to the IRS website, she ordered what she thought was the right document, and her packet got kicked back 9 days later. The rejection note said, "Account transcript not accepted. Please submit tax return transcript." Diane had no idea there was a difference. She's not alone. Here's what's happening. When you log into the IRS Get Transcript tool, and we're going to talk about every way to request this in a minute, you'll see a list of transcript types. The names sound almost interchangeable: tax return transcript, tax account transcript, record of account transcript, return transcript, account transcript. They're listed right next to each other, and if you're not specifically looking for the phrase tax return transcript, it's easy to click the wrong one. The tax return transcript is the one financial aid offices want. It shows the line item data from your actual filed return: adjusted gross income, taxable income, filing status, the figures that map directly to what's on your FAFSA. The account transcript shows account-level activity, payments, penalties, adjustments, balance due, that kind of thing. It's useful for other purposes. It is not what a college verification office is asking for when they say IRS transcript. When they say IRS transcript for FAFSA verification, they mean the tax return transcript, period. Diane ordered the account transcript. She got bounced. 9 days gone. Now let's talk about how to get the right one, because there are actually 4 ways, and they're not all equal. The fastest option, and the one I'd push you toward first if you're working against a deadline, is the IRS Get Transcript online tool at irs.gov. You'll create or log into your IRS account, verify your identity, and then select Tax Return Transcript for tax year 2024. You can download a PDF on the spot. That's the fastest possible path, done in under 15 minutes if your IRS account is already set up. Wait, here's the part most people miss. When you're on the transcript selection screen, you'll see a drop-down for Tax Year. For FAFSA Tax Transcript 2026 verification purposes, meaning the 2026-27 aid year you're in right now, you want tax year 2024, not 2025, not 2023. The 2024 return. Schools are verifying the income data that was reported on your FAFSA, and for the current cycle, that anchor year is 2024. If you can't verify your identity online, and a lot of people hit a wall there, especially if they have a credit freeze or an address mismatch, the second option is to call the IRS directly at 1-800-908-9946. That's the automated transcript request line. You'll navigate a phone menu, verify some information, and they'll mail the transcript to the address on file with the IRS. That takes 5 to 10 business days, so factor that into your timeline. If your disbursement deadline is in 2 weeks, don't choose this path and assume you're fine. Third option is Form 4506T, the paper request form. You can download it at irs.gov, fill it in, and mail or fax it. This is the slowest method. Allow up to 75 days if you're mailing it. I'd only use this if the online tool is blocked for you and the phone option didn't work. There's a fourth path that I want to name because it might mean you don't need a transcript at all. If your school participates in the IRS Direct Data Exchange, you might see it called the FA-DDX, and you authorize the data transfer when you completed your FAFSA, your tax data was already pulled directly from the IRS into your application. Schools that accept FA-DDX data treat it as pre-verified. You may not need to submit a transcript separately at all. Check with your financial aid office to confirm whether your FAFSA flagged you for verification even after the DDX transfer, because sometimes it does, but sometimes the DDX satisfies the requirement entirely. Diane's school didn't accept DDX for her situation because she had a verification flag tied to her income change, so she needed the transcript. She went to irs.gov, logged in, selected Tax Return Transcript, selected 2024, downloaded the PDF, and had it in her hands in 12 minutes. She attached it to her verification packet and resubmitted. Now, here's what I told you I'd come back to: the reason families who fix the transcript mistake still end up delayed. The transcript is just one document. Verification packets usually require several more, and the checklist isn't identical for every school or every situation. Some schools want a signed copy of your return alongside the transcript. Some want a verification worksheet. If your situation involves an income change, like Diane's, where the 2024 return reflects a layoff that happened in 2025, the school may also want a professional judgment appeal with supporting documentation before they'll release aid. That's where I've seen families get stuck. They fix the transcript, they resubmit, and then they hit a second wall because the rest of the packet still isn't complete. Or they don't realize that an income change of this magnitude qualifies them for an appeal on top of verification. I built document request email templates into the FAFSA appeal pack at fafsa-appeal.com, including one specifically for following up on verification status and asking the financial aid office for the complete checklist. Because here's the thing, schools don't always send you the full list up front. Sometimes you have to ask. The template makes that ask look professional and gets you a faster response. The pack also includes the Income Change Worksheet, which is the piece that ties the 2024 tax data to current year income figures, the connective tissue the school needs to understand why your situation is different from what the prior year data suggested. If this video helped you figure out what you were missing, a like genuinely helps YouTube show it to other families in the same spot. And there are more videos on this channel that go deeper on professional judgment appeals and verification strategy if you want to keep going. Let me tie this together. For IRS Tax Return Transcript FAFSA purposes, the document you need is the Tax Return Transcript, not the Account Transcript, not the Record of Account, not the Account Transcript with tax in the label. Specifically, the Tax Return Transcript for tax year 2024 for the 2026-27 aid year you're in right now. Get it online at irs.gov if you can. It's the fastest path, it's free, and it's available immediately. If the online route is blocked, call 1-800-908-9946 and go the mail route. But give yourself the time. And check whether your school already has your data through FA-DDX before you request anything, because you might already be one step ahead. Diane figured this out on her second attempt, resubmitted with the correct tax return transcript, and her verification cleared. The appeal on the income change. That's the next chapter of her story. And there's a video on this channel that walks through exactly how that works if you're in the same position she is. Don't let a document label be the thing that holds up your daughter's, son's, or grandkids' financial aid. You now know exactly which one to click.